Hi, it's me again, and I'm going to talk to you about a newspaper article again today, but it's a bit of a long-winded one, so I'm not going to read it all. And I think it's a bit long-winded and got some big words in it because it's a broadsheet one. It's on the Telegraph, and I don't normally frequent places like the Telegraph, do I? I'm more of a tabloid kind of guy, me. But I quite like the first opening bit of it, so I thought we could read it together, a bit of it, anyway, and have a chat because it's written quite well. Maybe I should go on the broadsheets more often, eh? Cosy Cartel that kept the BBC on top is over. It must adapt or die. My kind of headline. Yeah, maybe I'll go on the Telegraph more often, eh? When John Burt arrived at the BBC, he discovered that the corporation owned a factory that made TV cameras. Even more surprised were the BBC's top management, who did not know this either. In his memoirs, Burt uses the story to illustrate how asset management and cost control were non-existent at the BBC 35 years ago. Rather like an Oxbridge professor who has never had to learn how to make a pot of tea, the BBC had never to learn these fundamental business skills. Like that a lot. I've been saying that for a while, haven't I? I've been saying that for a while. They're just wasteful because they don't have to earn their money. They don't have to earn it. It's like one of them kids that lives off a trust fund, right? They don't have to be responsible because every month more free money is going to come in. And every year the BBC get 3.2 billion quid a year, no matter what they do. No matter what they spend it on, it's coming in again. But ITV have to work really hard. They have to cost cut. They have to strive to make better shows, to bring in better advertisers, to get 1.4 billion quid a year, which is a lot less than the BBC get. And they don't even have to try half as hard, do they? Conservatives like to flatter themselves that they preserve institutions by reforming them when they're unable to reform themselves. But with the BBC, this is a job the government is flunking. Let's imagine how British TV could look like in a decade. We're now in 2032 and mass TV licence evasion has become commonplace. I tell you what, I will feel like I failed if there's still a telly licence in 2032. Can you imagine? If I make it that far, what with the amount of fags I've smoked and beer I've drunk over the years. For years, the internet had provided a richer experience than linear broadcast TV. Amazon has snaffled up the remaining crown jewels of British sport, and Apple TV has assumed the role that the BBC always regarded as its own birthright, making high-quality drama in English for the world. All that meant was English language British source content was now enjoyed by a vast global audience, raising far more than ever been collected by the TV licence fee. But only American corporations were profiting from it. The killer blow for the BBC came when Google and Apple agreed to work on a digital TV smartphone app together. The phone became your remote control, but the BBC was nowhere to be found. So I'm not going to read you the whole thing, but it's an interesting read actually, so I'm going to put the link in the description. So go and have a bit of a read of it. I'm not going to read the whole thing because the video will go on forever. But he makes some fair points there, doesn't he? If the BBC carry on as they are, the streaming services are going to get bigger and more powerful. And they're going to take British TV shows, some great high quality drama and stuff that is made in this country, and sell it to a mass audience to enjoy. And the BBC are going to miss that boat. And he thinks that they should become a global streaming service. And I've said that before. I don't think they're quite there yet. I think still keep BBC One and BBC News for some reason. People like watching it. But make them commercial and then focus on becoming a proper streaming service. You have the technology in place. You've got a back catalogue of shows that you can sell to the world now, BBC, haven't you? It wouldn't be hard. And the thing is, you're going to make more money. You know, you get 159 quid a year off households in the UK. But Netflix get that off individuals around the world, not just in the UK. So if you can sell your streaming service for $5.99, $6.99, $10.99 a month around the world, you're not just focusing on the British people. Think how many people there are in the world, BBC, and how many of them could pay for your service and how big and powerful you could become in the media landscape. Because if you don't, as he says here, you are going to be overtaken. You're going to be overtaken. I don't know about Apple TV overtaking you, but I think Netflix, Amazon, Disney Plus, they're going to be the big boys of the future. That's where all content's going to come from, isn't it? And probably a couple of others like Hulu in America is really big, isn't it? That could go worldwide because Discovery Plus was only American. Now that's pretty much global, and I like Discovery Plus. This is the problem. And They need to move before 2027 to do this, because if they get their charter renewed in 2027, there's no incentive to do this. And if we're still paying it in 2032, like he says, but for a failing company, what a mess that would be. Absolutely ridiculous. You can't let that happen. You just can't let that happen. Last year, the Digital Culture, Media and Sports Select Committee, headed by Julian Knight, declared that the government has left itself with no option on the licence fee, not least because it has failed to put into place the necessary broadband infrastructure that will facilitate other funding mechanisms. Wrong! It is incorrect to claim that conditional access requires ubiquitous high bandwidth broadband. It merely requires a smart TV and some willpower. TV industry insiders find it astonishing that the BBC argument goes unchallenged. Ironically, Julian Knight's other role is examining the spread of misinformation in the media. He could start with his own select committee and what it has been told by the BBC. Well, there you go. Andrew Orlowski wrote that, and I like your work, Andrew Orlowski. Nice work, well written, better than I could ever write anything, I tell you. And he makes some fair points, and the Telegraph is read by many good people, probably, I don't know. And that story will get out there and might change a few more minds. The BBC has to adapt or die. That's the story here, isn't it? So what do you think about this then? Did you hit the link and go and have a read? Because it is quite an interesting read, isn't it? And he makes some fair points. And honestly, do you think we'll still have the TV licence fee in 2032? I hope not. I don't know if I can carry on this YouTube channel all the way till 2032. Hey, let me know what you think in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And that way, hopefully, I'll get to see you in another video again soon, won't I? Ta-da.